Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. So for this week, obviously I'm doing something a little bit different because I asked on my Instagram story what you would rather have. If you would rather have some, I think it was diet hacks, my top diet hacks, which I will do probably next week or the week after, or if you wanted my Bodypower model search experience, and you wanted my Bodypower model search experience. So here we go. Right, you have to bear in mind, when I first heard about this competition, I had been going to the gym for probably about a year. That is it. 1 year. And I didn't really know what I was doing. I was kind of following YouTube tutorials and trying to get my workouts from them. I didn't have a coach. I was completely on my own. I've never really been very good at dieting in the past. If you know me, you'll know that I always used to yo-yo diet, try like the biggest phases and crazes and all that malarkey, and obviously that didn't work very well for me, did it? So I think I first heard about it on Facebook. So I was scrolling through my Facebook, as you do, and I seen this thing come up saying Bodypower model search, be the next big thing in modelling. And obviously I've been to Bodypower before, which is amazing, and I love Bodypower, and I was like, yeah, now I've been going to the gym a year, I could definitely be a fitness model. You know, but I did not realise at this point in time, when I entered one of the heats, that it was actually a bodybuilding competition and that I would need to be stage lean. Did not realise this. So I applied, I went to one of the heats, I can't remember where it was exactly, I think it was about an hour away from me. And I can remember getting there and looking around and kind of thinking, everybody here is pretty damn lean. Like, they look like they've been lifting for a long time, and I had not. But anyway, we got there, and then there was kind of a panel of judges, and how you had to do it. It was boys and girls, and you had to go up to the front, had an interview with them, and then obviously talk a bit about yourself. And I said, obviously I've been going to the gym. Before I went to the gym, I did Insanity, I've done pole competitions and that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm ready for the new challenge. So that obviously went okay. We then had to do a T-walk, which I had never done before and had no idea what I was doing, but I was like, it's fine, put on my pole heels, did a bit of a posing walk, pretended that I was confident, when inside I was like, why am I here? Why am I here? But yeah, and then you didn't find out on the way if you got through, but I was not hopeful. I was really not hopeful. And then I can remember it had gone a few weeks, and then I suddenly got an email saying, oh, you're through, blah blah blah, you then have a place at the final at Bodypower, hope your prep goes okay, here's all the entry fees. So I'm like super excited to start with, thinking, oh my god, I've made it through to a model competition, oh this is the best. And then I started reading it properly and I'm thinking, this is a bodybuilding competition. I'm not in bodybuilding shape. I'll insert a picture now. This was my starting position. As you can tell, not really what a bikini competitor looks like. I mean, I'd been going to the gym and trying as hard as I could, but I didn't have a coach. I didn't really know what I was doing with diet or training or anything like that, but I thought, do you know what? This seems like the biggest, best opportunity of my life. It's going to be so good. They were hyping it up, saying you're going to be the next big thing. You're going to have all these photos done, big magazine cover. Do you want to be the next big thing in fitness? And I thought, well, I can't not try, can I? But inside, I'm kind of panicking a little bit, thinking, I don't really know enough to be doing this. So I did actually have some help doing it. I kind of mentioned it to somebody and they said, it's fine, we can do it. I think I had 11 weeks. Well, I've got this. I just need you to do exactly what I tell you to do and we'll push through. And I'm like, yeah, I could do this. It's 11 weeks of diet. How hard can it be? really fucking hard. It was really fucking hard. I'm not gonna lie, I went through some of the worst times ever. I honestly went into this thinking, like, it's just a diet. It's 11 weeks of a diet. How hard can it be? This really, really opened my eyes up to competing. And I can remember thinking about 4 weeks out from the competition, thinking, why? Why am I doing this to myself? I never ever want to go through this again, which obviously was not the case because I did more competitions and I'm currently prepping for one now. But it was such a shock to the system. So I had my meal plan through and I started off with an hour's fasted cardio in the morning, and I didn't have a treadmill or anything like that at home, and the gym didn't open early enough for me to go to the gym, so I would literally wake up, put on a hoodie, pull my hood up, put my headphones on, and then go for like a fast walk in the mornings, and which was okay to start with. And then I had to do more cardio and more cardio and more cardio, and the food slowly got lower and lower and lower, and I was starving. Like, I have never had cravings this bad in my life. I can remember going to Asda one time, and you know the bakery section, they literally had just freshly baked something, and I was obsessed with pancakes. You know the pancakes with the white chocolate chips in? Obsessed. I couldn't have any, and I could just remember just staring at them longingly, and you could smell them, and it smelled so good, and I was so sad that I couldn't have them, and it was just so hard. And people kept saying to me, like, why don't you just have one? Why don't you just have one cheat meal, or do this, or just have a day off? And it's like, no, I was so focused, I was not going to cheat on my diet, I was so determined to do this. And by the end of the competition, I'd got up to 2.5 hours cardio a day and weight training, and for the last 2 weeks all I was eating, I think it was 5 or 6 times a day, I was eating like 80 grams of turkey with green beans for 2 weeks with all that exercise. As you can tell, I wanted this really badly, and I had so much weight to lose. Like, obviously at the end I'll show you my before and after picture. I didn't really have that much muscle either to start with. I feel like most of my muscle I'd got from pole dancing rather than going to the gym anyway. But there were so many times where I kind of broke down in the gym and was crying. I was crying trying to get through cardio because I just did not want to fucking do it anymore. But I didn't give up, I kept pushing through, and I was so determined. And then I had some issues with my bikini as well, because that wasn't how I wanted it to start with, and also did not know how expensive they were. Like, some bikinis are like 600-700 quid. I was thinking like, oh, I'll go to the shop and buy a bikini, it'll be like 20 quid. No, it won't be 20 quid. You're not going to get a stage bikini for 20 quid. My God, I was so naive. And then you had to learn about I needed to be tanned, which surprised me because obviously I'm already brown. So I was like, so confused about why I needed to be tanned. So I booked in makeup and was going to do my own hair as well. And I was kind of excited once I got my bikini sorted, and I was like, right, I've got some abs, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to do this. Yes, this is it for me. This is going to be my big shot. And then you had to go the day before to Bodypower to get your tan the night before. So I just thought, you know what, me and my boyfriend could go, we'll spend the weekend there, it'll be great, we'll really enjoy ourselves. So we stayed over and we went to the Bodypower on the Friday, and then I had my tan on the Friday, and we were walking around Bodypower. That's when it got fucking bad. So that year, this was a few years ago, so that year you'd got on one side of the, I don't know if you've ever been Bodypower, but it's kind of a big expo, like a fitness expo, and they have all the big companies there and protein brands and all that stuff, and it's amazing, it's a really good day. And I looked down one end and you've got a massive stage and you've got all the lights, proper seating, and it just looked amazing. I was buzzing until I realised that's not my stage. That was for PCA and all the proper bikini shows. My stage was the other end. So when I eventually realised that, my heart sank. I was done. If I could have registered for them other shows in time, I would have done. I was so upset. So the setup was, it was out of the way of everyone, really tucked in the corner in the back. Wasn't a proper stage, didn't have proper stage lighting. Was, you know, them kind of blocks that you get, you know, if you do like drama class or something and you have to stand up on something, it's those little blocks. That was the stage. I was so upset at this point, like, I didn't even want to stick to my diet anymore, even though I'd gone through all of this and it was the day after. I was heartbroken. I was so heartbroken. It just, everybody must have gone through so much and put in so much work for this piddly ass little stage that's not even a stage. And I was like, right, okay, let's do this. And while I was thinking about this and going through the prep, I was kind of looking at what are you judged on, what are they looking for, and then I looked into it a bit more, and obviously you've got your bikini categories. So you've got your normal bikini, which is kind of the least lean and kind of the smallest category, and then you've got your bigger categories like bikini fitness or bikini trained or toned, and then you go up to figure. So they're all judged on different things depending on obviously how much muscle you've got and how lean you get and all those types of things. But with this, there was probably about, I want to say about 60-ish, maybe more. Maybe more. I'm not sure, I have to check, it was a while ago. And I thought, how can you have that many people in the same category and not give a criteria? Like, what are you actually looking for? So the night before, I'm just panicking, I'm stressing, but it's fine. I get up, I had no sleep whatsoever. Was really disappointed, my heart just was not in it right now. And then I can remember going down to get my makeup done. And obviously, I'm not saying names, but in my opinion, the makeup artist did not know how to put makeup on dark skin. The way my makeup looked was as if you just took it off a white person and stuck it on my face. It was terrible, absolutely awful. Hated my makeup so much. I will post a picture here if I can find it. I think I've got one. It was so bad. And that was the first bit where I was like, I can't believe this is happening. And it started to rain as well, so obviously your tan starts coming off, so my feet are looking splotchy. I have bright blue eyeshadow that's supposed to match my bikini. I look stupid. I've got stupid lipstick. I've got this thin little piddly eyelashes, and I love a good thick eyelash. And I just thought, this is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. Like, why am I even going to turn up? I've done all this work to look like a clown on a non-existent pretend stage. So, I go back to my room, I'm trying to fix my makeup, I'm trying to do whatever I can just to look good. I'm still feeling bloated from the carb up the night before, because I don't think that agreed with me very well. I'm dehydrated and I'm just so stressed out and so ready for it to be over at this point. Just really disappointed, because I've never stuck to a diet before in my entire life, and that was the one point where I stayed focused. I did not have one thing off plan. I didn't have a sweet off plan. I didn't miss a minute of cardio. I gave my everything to this, and for it to be on the shittiest stage, have my makeup botched, it was just a disaster. It was a disaster. I was so upset. And then, fast forward to going to the stage. I get on the stage. I'm pretty early on, So that's quite good. So it's done in 2 rounds, this competition. You've got everybody on the first day, and then if you make it through to the second day, then it's kind of like a gym wear kind of fun round. So obviously I brought gym wear with me in the hopes that I would get through, because I wanted to be the next big thing. Obviously this went really well. So I went on, I did my poses. If I can find my routine, I think it is videoed somewhere, it's probably really bad quality, then I will post it, but I didn't really know what I was doing, I'm going to be honest. I did practice so much, but obviously you get better over time. I'm a lot better now, but it is still something that's a weak point for me. So I come off the stage, and then I sit down in the audience watching everybody else go on. And then as time's going on, they're kind of rushing the girls on stage. So it kind of got to one point where how it should have run was one should have come out, once they go to the front and move to the side, the other person comes on, then once they move, the other person comes out, and it kind of goes on a rota. But I think they were running out of time. So it got to one point where there must have been about 10 girls on stage. They were all trying to outpose each other, they were all bumping into each other, it was just a rush job, it was awful, to be honest. And I'm not being funny, but we all put in so much work for this. Like, a prep isn't easy, and the fact that they were like rushing people on stage, it's fine. I know, you spent like the last 3 months of your life in hell, but you've got like 10 seconds on stage until the next person walks into you and makes you look bad. Thanks a lot. So yeah, there were no comparisons like what there are in normal bikini competitions, nothing like that. And then at the end, after they'd rushed everybody on stage, they called all the girls back on. Obviously, I didn't get through. I know, heartbreaking. It really wasn't sure on what they were judging people on, because there was a lot of girls that I seen there, and I thought, wow, like, she looks insane. Didn't make it through. So I was really disappointed, a bit upset, I'm not gonna lie. Was so happy that I could eat again though. Went too far with that, but that's another video. But yeah, it was just really disappointing, and the feedback that I got from it was that I could have worn my hair up. I could have worn my hair up. Are you kidding me? It's a bodybuilding competition. What has whether I've got my hair in a ponytail or not got to do with it? Like, most of the girls that got through had their hair down. So yeah, obviously I know that the show still runs. I've spoke to people last year. I spoke to a guy last year that was doing it, and he had the worst time. There weren't proper stage lighting. It was absolutely awful. It was just a bit of a shambles. So the only thing that's come from it, I would say, is that it's sparked my passion for competing, because now I'm like, right, I am going to do this again, and I'm going to do it properly, and I'm going to enter a proper competition where you actually have proper lighting, so you don't just look ridiculous in a stage tan in normal lighting, which is what I did here. So yeah, that's my story of my first ever competition and the disaster that Bodypower Model Search was. And I think the winner, obviously the winner looked really good, really, really good, but are they the next big thing in fitness modelling? No. Was that false advertisement that I fell for? Yes. Am I always a gullible person? I was, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to learn, okay? I have fell for a lot of things, but hopefully I won't fall for this again. But yes, thank you if you've made it to the end of this moan about Bodypower Model Search. Bodypower in general, I absolutely love. Like, love it. Can't wait to go again this year. I think it's such a great expo. If you've not been, you should definitely go. But I would highly recommend doing one of the other competitions, like PCA. I don't know which ones are there this year. That's the only one I've looked at, to be honest. So they run a proper stage, and obviously you'll be judged properly on your physique. But yeah, I don't know if I know Model Search is running again this year. So whether it's going to have upped its game this time, I don't know. So I know a lot of people weren't happy about it. It wasn't just me being a whingy bitch. So thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Obviously I did start sharing my journey to Miss Swimsuit UK with you. I'll be back on that next week and let you know how I'm getting on. But if you've been following my Instagram, you know it's not going very well at the minute.